Okay. Yeah. Toastmaster Shweta ji, 1 minute 57 seconds. Uh, Chetna, 2 minutes 6 seconds. Raka, 2 minutes 25 seconds. Zamina, 1 minute 25 seconds. Jisha, 1 minute 39 seconds. Susan, 1 minute 28 seconds. And Sweta M, 1 minute 27 seconds.
Speakers. So I just went on. So I'll be doing for Shweta Ajay. She's the first one
Chetna.
to come. Yeah. Then Chetna, and
Ra-
then she called speaker number 2 didn't turn up, right?
Yeah. So there
Yeah.
was a confusion, but the names, if we go by names and the order today, that has been followed,
Ah,
Shweta, Chetna, and Raka.
okay. Shweta, Chetna, and Raka. Okay. Yeah. Right. Shweta, yes. Most of you. Okay, first of all, let me commend the topics master for coming up with a very interesting topic, because this was the topic which was uh, prone to so many interpretations, and then yeah, accordingly, the speakers tackled it in their own way. So I would commend the TT master for bringing out the various thought process from the speakers. So going by the order, first Shweta Ajay, first the positiveness. Yes, love the confident open hand gestures. You had a structured speech. You opened it with a link to the decisiveness, saying that you immediately agreed to the topic and said if you don't take a stand, it will lead to decisiveness. It will lead to lack of confidence, and then you will not have the courage to face the hurdles. And in fact, she had a personal message how she reacted to a work related experience. So I would say perfect, a message that is relevant to the topic. Yes, if you do not stand for something, it will lead to indecisiveness and you may fall for everything. And you had an anecdote to support it, and then you had a structured speech for it, and a very confident delivery with open gestures. If I had to give you recommendations, I what I didn't find in the speech was, while you tackled the point, first half of the point where you said if you do not stand for something, you will fall for everything, that you will fall for everything portion did not seem to be handled for you in handled by you in the speech. Now if you had linked that indecisiveness of lacking the courage uh, to how it will lead to you being prey to self doubts or something like that, then it would mean that you have completely handled the topic. Otherwise, the first part perfectly aptly handled, and then delivered beautifully. The second speaker, Chetna Kiran, again she said they all I would say over barring one or two speakers, most of them focused on the first half of the speech, where you said if you do not have a particular view on the subject, where okay, if you don't have self belief, uh, none of I mean majority of the speakers I felt did not touch the second part at all. So again, Chetna Kiran also had that same interpretation. She said if you do not have that self belief, and then she had a very unique message, is that you will not be able to convey clearly what your stand is. Although I didn't get understand the relevance of that bit to the topic. And secondly, she could have carried that self belief idea through personal anecdotes that would have added uh, weightage to the message that you were trying to convey. But then again, loved the open handed confident gestures. Even she had a very confident presence on the screen, beautifully articulated her messages. I felt if you had given a example to go through with your message, and again, I would reiterate my recommendation for the first speaker. if you had connected the message to the second half of the topic also, it would have brought out a complete picture. The next speaker, Raka Sanal, she had a very unique opening. She picked on the word fall, and she gave a very literal and a figurative meaning for it, falling from grace. One of the ways of defining a fall. So I would say she caught my she caught my attention by nobody had focused on the word fall, which she did immediately. She had a example where she gave an election example where how she explained how the loss in her school election gave her courage to face the situations in her future life. Two recommendations. Again, I would say if all the speakers either attacked the first bit or the second bit. Now, very beautifully, this lady attacked the second bit, but then she forgot to connect it to the first bit, where standing for yourself or having the courage to believe in yourself. So I would say again, in your summary, after you ended your example, if you had connected that example to the complete topic, it got me self-belief. I took that stand in believing myself, and hence I did not fall prey for others' view on what I was. That would give a sense of completeness. Otherwise, a very unique opening, a lovely analogy of a great presence of mind of describing an experience in your past and connecting it to the topic. If you had connected that example to the topic, just that one line, it would summarize your speech beautifully. Have I finished 3, or do you need me to do more?
I think we'll come back to you if you can just wait.
Yeah.
Because we need to do a generic discussion also on everyone's approach today. It kind of seemed a little similar, that's why. So we'll move on to Navneeta.
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters, once again. And I'll first go with Toastmaster Zamina. Toastmaster Zamina, you opened it very well. Like, at least you explained like what is that something to you. To you, it meant truth. Standing for something, to you, it meant truth. And you also said like, what if you do not stand for truth? What I wished is like you could have told what is that something for everybody in general. That is one thing I thought like if you could have told one liner like what is that something you stand for, something like that, it would have been very good. And then you could have added your personal story, like you explained the topic and you said like what is meant for you, that's something for you. And you finished it off very quickly. Like I was expecting you to tell you a personal story where you sorry, where you had stood for what you believed in for truth, and what were it, or what was it not. That could have been done. And you seem to be a little nervous. Actually, you don't have to be, like, you don't have to be nervous, because table topics, it's the same for all of us. Not all of us can do very well all the time, so we can keep that in mind and just approach the topic and go with that. So that is one thing I wanted to tell you. And coming to Toastmaster Susan Josh, I really like the way you spoke very clearly. Though in the start you were telling like, it's my pleasure to come and speak, because in table topics, the time is very much limited. It's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds grace period. So instead of filling in the time with all those things, like you can directly attack the topic. Like you can take at least a minimum, like 10 seconds max to think about the topic, and then you can directly attack the topic. So you can avoid all this, and it will give you some room to fill your content with more meaningful content. So I wanted to tell you that, and you really told like we have to stand for our values, our ideas, and you also said, like, as Toastmaster Smitha was telling, most of us did not go for the second part, or most of us did not go for the first part, but you covered both. Like you said, if you are not standing for your values or ideas, you might get influenced by everybody, by circumstances, which is a good part. The only thing was you also finished it quickly and you did not add any personal story. So the impact would have been more if you have added your personal story. So that is with you, but you were very clear in whatever you have spoken. So kudos to you on that. And Toastmaster Jisha, you gave a very clear presentation on whatever you spoke. So nice of you on that. And you also explained, you gave your personal story. That is, you believed in education. You wanted that education above all the obstacles you had faced. So that is one thing. And I felt the conclusion could have been better. In fact, you told you are a teacher and you would want all your students to do the same. But I felt like, you could have asked the audience also something like, what is that you stand for? Or I felt the conclusion could have been better. So this is what I have for you all three. But Toastmaster Jisha, I really like the way you were presented. You were very clear. Just this one, if you could take it would be very nice. And Anita, would you like to go with Shweta M? You're on mute.
Yeah, if you want to continue, you can continue. I will definitely put in a word after you finish.
Okay, then for Shweta, shall I say?
Yeah.
Okay. Shweta, you started with a metaphor of standing and falling, which is a very basic thing. So though it's a very basic thing, it did not occur to most of us. So good job on that over there. So I liked it, and you very well connected that metaphor to principles, beliefs, and all that. And you added a humorous part also, sale and falling for our money, all which is very nice. And again, the thing which is missed was like the personal story. So I think the personal story is been continuing, like except for 3-4 speakers, we did not see personal stories for most of the speakers. That is one thing which I would like to say. You can start, Anita.
Yeah, I think you and Smita, both of you have covered in a lot of things. The basic thing that was needed in this is, okay, to just on the lighter note, I feel that everyone started talking for the world, giving messages to the world, getting philosophical. I think either we are mothers or we are watching too many of those philosophical stuff that, you just come here, no humor, plain Jane, and just hitting it strong for the world to understand. I've told you all before also. Just before this, I was just telling them, don't give out a message to the world if you don't have validation of it yourself. You need to have some concurrence of the same happening in your own life. If you don't have, where is the conviction coming from? I mean, have you, fallen in your life, and have you any time stood up for yourself and the whole world stood against you? The things, the various episodes in a life. So you need to revisit your life. That's very, very important. And I mean, otherwise, ladies can talk for hours together. But when it comes to this place, it's like everyone wanted to just wind up, and rush out. What is it? 1 minute 27 seconds. That is a shame to Toastmasters table topics after being with Toastmasters for so long. And please, as today my speech, I started in the wrong way, though I had prepared to start with the thing. It happens. I totally understand it happens. Majorly because I had not prepared my speech. I just wanted to talk my heart out. So it happened that way. But if you don't prepare yourself as to how you're going to start within the first 10 seconds, you're going to fall on your face. Seriously, you're going to fall on your face. So, and that's exactly what happened today. First and foremost, it was not heard well. In case there's a chance that you've not heard well, I think you can go in and ask, because it's a virtual thing. We can take that, effort, that little bit of luck to ask the contest chair to repeat. Okay, instead of assuming. Now, Raka heard it as stamp instead of stand. Why? Because different things, you are already stressed, confused, or worried. So you kind of jump the gun and just come and make your own thing. See, the table topic is a good topic, and all of us can relate to it because we've all done it sometime or the other. So first and foremost, just wait, pause, think about it, reiterate it in your mind, and then take it further. So what do you think, Smita? They have underused the timing, right? How do you think they can make it better? How do you think they could have started?
I think nobody attacked there was only one person who attacked the topic completely, but unfortunately she didn't have examples to follow through. I think this was wait, I think this was this was Zamina, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let's
And
understand
see, I think the first key thing is to get the topic clearly. Okay. And see, there are a couple of techniques. You do not have to jump into your message immediately. Some of them try to open with the word fall. Some of them try to open with word stand. That's a good technique. So lead the audience into your conclusion. So open with a background kind of statement, give an example, then come to your conclusion, and that automatically your conclusion will act like your summary. So I would say, and then if you immediately, sometimes what happens, if you immediately jump into the message, you lose your thought process. So I would say focus on that example or focus on that anecdote, analogy, what comes to your mind first. I think that is the first thought that you should capture in your mind. Work on it. Give a intro to it. Tell that analogy or an anecdote, and then in the end, give your message. I mean, there are various ways of handling table topics. I would do.
Okay, let's for a beginning just ask you and Navneeta, how would you all address this topic? What is, I mean, just for a briefing, let's just familiarize ourselves with how this can be addressed in a better manner.
I wouldn't say better manner, but it probably more, yeah, I would use the word effective. Uh, I would start off with saying, yes, I love the point about being indecisiveness. The first speaker, she had that perfect opening. So I'm going to pick on that because now I'm not getting my original thoughts. Yeah. So by nature, I am a very indecisive person. So if I am not sure of what I am going to do, then I will be influenced by the rest of the world around me. If I am not sure, say if I am not sure of how perfectly when it comes to parenting, let's take for example, go into Google or go into your family, go into your friends, you will have hundreds of views. You will say, oh, you need to be strict with the kids. Some will say you need to be strict with the kids. Some will say, no, give them, motivate them, give them more positive energy. But then you need to be sure of you, because you know your child best. You know each child is unique. So you know how best can you deal with this with your child. And then I would build on it, say, okay, now if my okay, let's say I have a daughter and then she took let's say lower marks in class. Now if I wouldn't deal the way my mother dealt with me, because she thought that I could take more pressure, but I know my daughter cannot take pressure, so then I will take it slow with her. Things that would make you handle both the components of the topic. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. Very true, very true. Navneeta,
Yeah.
how would you address this table topic?
Yeah, like one thing what I in general what I have for table topics is, as soon as we hear the topic, immediately one thing crosses our mind. So I think we should stick to that. For example, as soon as I hear this topic, that something that stuck to me was the beliefs. What beliefs we have in our life. Like everybody has a different belief. So in that case, like Zamina and Jisha, Toastmaster Susan, all three of them touched upon various beliefs. Like Susan told she stood, not Susan, Jisha told she stood for education. And standing for education is something standing for something. So Zamina told standing for truth. So like that, I would say what I would stand for. And I would definitely quote a personal example. The personal example I could see here is like, if I say honesty is my belief, like if I don't say, when I would say the situation when I was not honest, like, and then like build upon it, what emotional feelings I went through because of not being honest. It need not be from external things. Like if we are telling a lie, it need not be the external repercussions. You're on mute, Anita. You told me something.
No.
Okay, what the repercussions we are facing inside our own mind. Like, I was struggling, like, we will get the mental what do you say, a lot of questions and all that. Why did you do like this, all that? So I would go on, build upon like that, and finally, like just like a normal speech structure, I would conclude it saying, like, from that point onwards, I realized I should stand for something. If I'm standing for something, I should not deviate from that. And I could also end up with a question like, what does that you stand for? Like I gave a suggestion.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it right for us to go on saying that I urge people to stand for themselves? Otherwise, I mean, is it right for us to keep telling the world to follow this particular moral, or just stick to ourselves?
Humor works, definitely works. Being lighthearted works. It's
Mm.
humor is more engaging, but pathos also works, unless it's a very strong example.
I mean, when you're talking to
Yeah.
audience to follow a particular thing, are you not supposed to validate it with your own life testimony?
Unless you really have a strong personal example, like today how Chetna brought in her personal example in her speech.
Right.
If you have something like that, yes, go for it.
Mm.
It is going to touch people's heart.
So how
But
can they improve? How
And
can they improve? I need.
Hmm.
No, Smita, you carry on. I'll tell it later.
No, and what I meant to say is, if your example is strong enough, then any path you choose would be fine. Whether you want to give a message to the audience, or you want to keep it open, or you want to keep it lighthearted. Uh, the idea is the details. It's always the details.
Yeah, very
So,
true.
yeah. So either if you're able to, you're able to describe it, elaborate it, do a word play, or find humor. Um, any technique would work. I mean, even Chetna's speech today touched our hearts because she had that strong. She had an experience to back it up. So
Very
if
true.
you have something like that, yes, I would say so. I mean, go for it. I mean, there's no harm in it. So, and today, but there was one person who tried humor, who
Yeah.
actually, Shweta M in the end.
Yeah, she did that.
She had a very good presence of mind. Says, okay, focus on saving your money. Otherwise, you will fall for various offers. Now that was also perfect.
Perfect,
She could
yeah.
have elaborated it. She could have described it a little more.
That is what happens. You start like effervescently, and then you just go kaput, put, you just don't know how to take it further. So that is going to swipe
Yeah,
out the entire thing.
I would open for her. I would open. Dubai is in sale mode now. There are lights all over. Everywhere you will see billboards. But is
Yeah.
that what you want to do? No.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
what.
really need that item which you want to buy? No. And then I would go on.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, to weave it, there are n number of ways in which you can weave it, but also learn how to culminate the entire thing. That's very important. It's important to draw a message from your experience. So yeah, that's one thing. Navneeta, what I
Yeah.
want from you all is, how do you think they can get better? What is exercise, homework?
Anita, one thing I wanted to tell, like before that, you were asking, is it okay to tell it as a message when we don't have the validation? Like, what I believe is like in table topics, like, depending on the topic and standing on the spot, it's sometimes very difficult to restrain ourselves to not give any message to others. So I think here also the same thing applies. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. So if you think like you can give a message for that topic, just go ahead and give it on the spot. If you think like you need not give a message on that topic, just on the spot, whatever is coming to your mind, I think we should go with that. Like we should be open with table topics. That is what my opinion is. And yeah.
Yes, very true. I totally agree. But then what I'm saying is, don't make this a habit.
Mm.
So, that preparation is needed. So that is the homework where, which is lacking. Now, if it was a table topics mock contest and we are going in for one, I would definitely do my homework and come in, because it's something new. So we would go browse everywhere, try 3-4 topics. How are we going to address it? So these kind of homework. So I would want to know, most of them are newbies, like just started their Toastmasters journey. So how do you think they can, what would make them not just talk for 1.5 minutes, but I mean, I know Zamina to be a very well-read person. Jisha is a teacher, and then Shweta is a student. Chetna writes very well. There's so many. I mean, different. Raka is a very deep person. So, and how do you think they can all incorporate more value or add more value to their table topic? This is something which they have to work on. I want tips from you all.
Okay, everybody, I think most of the time it's problem with the timing. It's that 1 minute which causes the moment to get down from the stage. We have 100 examples in our head. It happens. So it's just that on that 1 minute on the stage, I don't know what, for most of us, it is like that. So what I would suggest is pick out 3-4 incidents from your life. Try to articulate it better. Try to connect it to various perspectives so that at least you are not lost for examples on the stage. Try and see, you can get examples both from personal life or from the current affairs, like how Shweta got. So at least you need to have a repertoire of 4-5 instances or 4-5 reflections, what I would call. Something from your childhood, something from your professional life, something from your personal life. And then try and another key factor is to be able to relate that experience to the topic on the hand. So take an incident and see what kind of a message you'll give out of it. Because the incident is always the same. The way you portray it, communicate to the audience matters. So the first point is get an incident. Second point is get the perspective. So I would say practice on that also. See, Zamar, no? She had the right perspective, but she didn't have the example. Someone had the right example, but didn't have the right perspective. So get the perfect marriage of both. I think, practice. If you can put, I don't know, in the WhatsApp group itself, if we can just broadcast a couple of topics, and then you don't have to tell this to somebody. You yourself, when you're it takes only 2 minutes. I mean, it's just a matter of whenever you find the time, try and recollect an incident for it. So that should help. Getting humor takes practice. So yeah, that would be my suggestion.
Do you guys want to hear what the other 2 topics were that I chose?
Of course.
Okay. Okay, so Shweta Ajay chose number 6, and this was the number 6 topic. So the other topic was, sometimes it's better to tell a white lie than to hurt someone else's feelings.
Yeah, this could have been humorous.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the
Yeah.
topics for ICDC. That's what clicked me.
And this would have definitely urged them to say a particular example from their life.
Yeah.
And the third topic was, it is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger rights.
I think almost all three of them are of same
This was harder.
synonymous almost, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think it's time for us to practice for the betterment.
I was just about to ask, like, since all the three coaches, when you all are telling us to tell personal anecdote and relate it with that. So I was just thinking, when in that time you feel like, oh, I have to cover up that time and I have to speak up. If you do not get that personal anecdote or something, so how I can take it forward? But for that, I think that Toastmasters Smita just gave us an idea. I mean, that we can keep some personal.
Yeah, you definitely have to have. You have to have. See, till you see it is going to come from a lot of reading, from self experience, or from observation. It's going to come from one of these three. So the content. So the only thing we need to practice is to recollect at that right moment. So till we get that, yeah, let's keep our those small chits and go when we go to the exam. No, so it's like that.
Toastmaster Chetna, one thing what I would suggest is like storytelling. If you're telling stories to your children on your own, your imagination will improve.
Yes,
And
yes,
you will get to, that is very helpful for table topics.
yes.
So that is one thing I would suggest.
Yeah, that I do though. I would think on that perspective.
I feel either you dream a lot like I do, so, so you don't have it for stories, or I mean, you need to talk. You need to talk, introspect, talk to yourself, revisit all memories down the lane. So just start going back, ruminating all the stuff which you put back. No, that helps you in. You have to be prepared. You have to. There's no way you can come unprepared to a table until and unless you've served 1 year as an area director.
And when Toastmaster Smita was telling that, we can give some 1 or 2 topics on the WhatsApp, just this thing got in my mind. If we put the topic in WhatsApp, within 2 seconds, you will get 10 replies. Everybody has that view.
That's not for somebody to review.
No. Wait 1 second, Toastmaster Smita. So what I mean to say is, if we put that, so many views will come immediately. But the problem comes only when we say it is table topics and we have to speak. So I think that is the nervousness which is blocking the view from us from expressing our ideas.
True. You know what? We started 1 minute talk. Yeah.
Yes, you can carry on.
We just started 1 minute talks in New Start. It's a huge hit. Huge. For 1 minute, and now they are going overshooting the time. It's like, you have to mute them. It's just going, but 1 minute they just are able to talk so well. So I think somewhere there's that mind psych which we need to work on. I think we can start off with 1 minute talks in this club as well, for them to come with ideas as to how to develop a speech, and then we can move on to the 2 minutes talk.
And I would say, if you can, do not write, voice record it, and if you want, send it to your mentor.
Yes.
Because the translation between your thoughts and the speech, that bridge is very big.
Very true. Very true.
Voice record your this thing and send it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. Whatever comes to your mind.
It's
over a period of time, it will get refined.
I think don't type your messages here on. Just start. Whenever there's a word that's coming, just start sending your sentences. Talking about it. You have to start talking. We've stopped talking and we are typing a lot nowadays. So I think we need to get back to that mode of talking. And once we start talking, the words will automatically. See, we have this habit of adding one word every day to the vocabulary. It's a small cup, so they come up with so many different ideas. These people, So they have a word that's coming in every day, and I've seen Sweta Ajay use almost all the words. So they use those words very nicely. Tuck, tuck, tuck. All of them come back with usage. So I think we need to do that with the table topics as well. We'll do that. We should do that.
Yeah,
So,
and speak out. Send voice messages.
only audio, only audio. Yeah, that's what. we
Can
do.
I propose something?
Yes, Chetna.
Yeah, as you were saying that, where was the humor, right? I mean, Toastmaster Anita was suggesting. So it happens when we get the topic, mostly we are nervous, and it happens that we try to give that message out to the world. That thing happens. So can we do something that at the proper table topic session only for the humorous way of conveying that? Once you get a topic, you have to convey it in a humorous way. We have to do it that way mandatorily. Can we do it that? Because
Yeah, we should. I
really-
think we'll have to have one meeting dedicated only to this kind of it's an experiment. You know,
Yes.
it's a very big experiment, and we need to work on this because I could see that none of y'all, I mean, okay, a little bit Shweta had added, but none of y'all could actually do something with humor over there. It's like,
Yes,
chalo,
yes.
I mean, I've got it. Let me just talk philosophy now. And went on and on and on. As there's nothing great that has happened in your life.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
you could relate it to your house, you could relate it to your in-laws, you could relate it to your college, your ex-boyfriend, your crush. There's so many things that you could relate it to. You know, it could be hypothetical. It can be a fiction. You could have done that. Anyways, so we should incorporate.
I think it's more about the formal environment. I'm sorry, please. Toastmaster Navneeta, you're saying, I was saying it's more because of the formal environment of Toastmaster, because I believe all of us, when we are in our friends group and all the memes are being shared, we all are very quick-witted to answer. But here we do not use that. So maybe if it is a mandate,
But
we have
eventually you will land as a keynote speaker in a corporate, let's say. You're going there to do a motivational speech. Okay. There also you should be able to incorporate humor. Otherwise, it gets boring. Now, if you're going to sit and listen to stem cell therapy for, let's say, 7 minutes without knowing what it is all about, how is it going to be? Okay. So think well, think how you can make even a stem cell therapy an interesting thing for people to listen to. Okay. So that is where the skill lies. So we need to work, and a lot of homework is needed. Anything in life can be, any speech can be easily attached to humor element in your real life, any speech. So just try to frame it up. It's just that you need to visit your memory lane, which you've not done in the recent past. So go back to all those, we don't have polling today, Chetnan, because this polling thing is not working actually. And by the time I could ask Jisha, everyone to send it to Jisha, it moved on. And because Smita was there, Navneeta and Rajesh, I didn't want them to hold back. It will be very unprofessional to, carry it out then. So we don't have polling, but yeah, we will take this further. So that's about it. And we call it a day. Thank you so much, Navneeta. Thank you so much, Smita. Zamina, you were saying something and then we stopped you short, I think, right? Were you trying?
Yeah, that's because table topics. So the thing is, all these personal stories, everything will be there. But the moment we start speaking, even the words, I'm not getting. Even the words are missing. The thing is not coming out. That is what is happening. I speak.
Because of lack of communication, you're talking only to your children. So you have to come and talk to us also now. That's important. Make time. It's important. We all need to. Thank you so much, Smita. Thank you. We all need to become better communicators in the society. We are only thinking about Toastmasters. No, the answer is thanks, Smita. I don't know how to thank you all enough. Are you planning to leave? We're going to conclude now. So before I conclude, let me give a vote of thanks to Navneeta and Smita. Smita and Navneeta have always stood by us in the last minute. They've just been here. And it's always nice to listen to them because I learn a lot. So all the small things which I just ignore, they come up with this. In fact, Rajesh's evaluation also was to the dot, bang on, because I know I had started with certain things and I just came there and started to ramble. this happens quite a few times, and it happens, I think, very many times, you know. So all of us, we need to be doing more and more practice in front of a new audience. That's important more than anything. So yes, what is it, Zamina? Any questions that you have for them?
Yeah, regarding the polls, we didn't have it today.
Yeah, we don't have poll. That's what I said. You were sleeping?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
I said that it is not functioning. Yeah, I have to sort this out now.
Okay, sorry.
Chalo. Okay, guys, we're going to have a serious TT contest very soon happening in the first or the second week of Jan. So gear up. I'm going to trouble Navneeta Smith again, along with a few more, to come in as judges.
Anytime.
So we will all set it up and let you all know much in advance, not like this. Thank you so much. And good night to everyone. Good luck. We shall talk
Happy
about
New Year, guys.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy New Year in advance, everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.